welcome to the McDSP YouTube channel. Today, we're going to cover how you can use the McDSP AE600 Active Equalizer to carve out some space in your mix for your vocals. Let's get into it. The AE600 Active Equalizer by McDSP features 6 bands of fixed EQ alongside 6 additional bands of active EQ. Today, though, we're only going to be looking at the active EQ bands and how they can be used in conjunction with each band's external sidechain feature. In front of me, I have an instrumental track that's full of ambient synths and some guitars. They sound great when they're playing on their own, but their mid-range sometimes clashes with the vocals, resulting in an overwhelming mid-range that doesn't sound as clear as I would like. Enter the AE600 Active Equalizer, which we're using to duck out the mid-range of these instruments only when the vocals are playing. Let's check out how I accomplished this. The first thing I did when dialing in these settings was I disabled all of the fixed bands. I also disabled the lowest band and the 2 highest bands, as I only want to duck some of the low mids, and high mids from these instruments. The next, and probably most important step, was to enable the EXT or external buttons in the key section of each band. Doing this tells these bands to get triggered based off of the sidechain input, which, in this case, is the entire vocal bus. Then, I clicked the M on band 2 as well as the L on bands 3 and 4, so that any changes I make to band 2 are proportionately reflected by bands 3 and 4, because they're linked. From there, it was simply a matter of messing around with the gain, threshold, attack, and release controls. The key was to find a balance that made these vocals clearer by ducking out the midrange of this instrumental whenever the vocals come in, while also making sure that the ducking didn't sound too obvious or unnatural. Now let's take another listen. To help you get a better idea of what exactly is going on here, I'm going to solo the synths and guitars that are being processed by the AE600 alongside the vocals. I'll modify the controls so you can more clearly hear what's going on, and then I'll drop everything within the context of the mix. When I engage the plugin, pay attention to the way that the mid-range of the synths and guitars sounds like it gets replaced by the vocals. When the vocals go away, the mid-range of the synths and guitars comes right back to where it was to fill in the space again. When I bypass the plugin, though, listen to the way that the vocals sound like they're fighting with the synths and guitars for space in the mid-range. The effect might be subtle, so listen closely. As you can hear, the AE600 Active Equalizer is really helping make some space for the vocals in this song. Not only that, but it's also doing so without making the instrumental sound strange and unnatural. That's all we've got for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or maybe even an idea for a video that you'd like to see, feel free to leave us a comment. Lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe for more McDSP tips and content, and we will see you next time.